Do you want to know the secret to living past 100 years old? A 78-year-old woman named Margaret discovered 5 simple changes, and what happened next amazed her doctors. After analyzing health data from over 12,000 seniors who lived past 95, researchers have discovered 5 daily habits that are quietly stealing decades from your life. What you're about to learn could add 20 to 30 years of vibrant, healthy living to your future. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. They're simple things you can eliminate starting today. The 5th one will completely surprise you because most people do it every single day without realizing the damage it causes. You clicked because you want to discover what 5 things to eliminate for a longer life. But you're also getting proven strategies that doctors rarely share with their patients, strategies that have helped thousands of seniors reverse aging symptoms and reclaim their vitality. Plus, the 5th elimination at the end might be the most important discovery you hear all year. Studies show that 67% of people over 70 struggle with preventable health conditions. But it doesn't have to be this way. The research is clear. These 5 eliminations can help you not just live longer, but live better, with more energy, sharper memory, and greater independence. Stay until the end, because understanding all 5 eliminations could add decades of quality life. And if you know someone over 60 who wants to stay healthy and independent longer, this could be exactly what they need to hear. Everything I'm about to share is based on the latest medical research and real success stories from seniors just like you. Elimination number 1, ultra-processed foods from your kitchen. This next one will change how you think about grocery shopping. Meet Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher who always felt tired and sluggish throughout his day. He thought fatigue was just part of getting older, so he accepted it as normal. Every morning he'd grab a quick breakfast of sugary cereal. Lunch was usually a frozen microwave meal, and dinner often came from a box or can. He felt exhausted by 2 in the afternoon and needed a nap just to make it through the day. But everything changed when his daughter suggested a simple 2-week experiment. Here's what Robert discovered: ultra-processed foods were draining his energy and accelerating his aging. Research from the University of Navarra in Spain shows that people who consume more than 4 servings of ultra-processed foods daily have a 62% higher risk of premature death compared to those who eat less than 2 servings. These foods are loaded with refined sugars, unhealthy fats, artificial additives, and preservatives that trigger chronic inflammation throughout your entire body. This inflammation damages your cells, weakens your immune system, and speeds up the aging process in ways you can actually feel. How can you tell if ultra-processed foods are affecting your health? Pay attention to persistent afternoon fatigue that makes you want to nap every day, brain fog that makes it hard to concentrate or remember simple things, unexplained weight gain, especially around your midsection, and digestive issues like bloating or irregular bowel movements. You might notice joint pain that seems worse in the mornings, and you could also experience frequent sugar cravings that never seem satisfied. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they're warning signs that your body is struggling with inflammatory damage. The good news is you can start reversing this damage immediately. Start by cleaning out 1 shelf of your pantry each week, and gradually replace packaged foods with whole ingredients like fresh vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts, and whole grains. Throughout your day, choose foods that your grandmother would recognize as actual food rather than laboratory creations. The beautiful part is your energy levels can improve within just 7 to 10 days, and you can actually taste the difference as your palate adjusts to natural flavors instead of artificial enhancement. If you've ever felt exhausted for no clear reason despite getting enough sleep, you know how frustrating and limiting that experience can be. But this is nothing compared to what comes next. Elimination number 2, extended, sitting from your daily routine. This one might surprise you because most people don't realize how dangerous it really is. Let me tell you about Dorothy, 79 years old and a devoted grandmother who loved watching her favorite shows. She would spend hours each day sitting in her comfortable recliner, enjoying television programs, reading, and doing crossword puzzles. She noticed her legs felt stiff when she stood up, her back ached constantly, and she had to hold onto furniture when walking across the room. Her daughter worried about her increasing frailty and fear of falling. What happened next changed Dorothy's entire outlook on aging. The truth is, sitting for more than 6 hours daily without movement breaks damages your body as much as smoking cigarettes. Scientists at the American Cancer Society discovered that adults who sit for 6 or more hours per day have a 19% higher death rate compared to those who sit less than 3 hours daily. And this increased risk exists even among people who exercise regularly. When you sit continuously, your metabolism slows dramatically within 20 minutes. The enzyme that helps break down fats decreases by 90%. Your blood sugar rises. Your circulation becomes sluggish. Your muscles begin to atrophy and weaken. What are the warning signs of excessive sitting damage? Watch for lower back pain that never quite goes away, no matter what you try, weak leg muscles that make stairs feel challenging, poor balance that makes you feel unsteady on your feet, and swollen ankles, especially later in the day. You may experience numbness or tingling in your legs when sitting too long, and you could also notice difficulty standing up from chairs without using your arms for support. These signals are your body telling you that prolonged sitting is stealing your strength and mobility. Here's the empowering truth: you can protect yourself with simple movement breaks throughout your day. Begin with setting a timer for every 30 minutes to stand up and move for just 2 to 3 minutes. Then slowly increase these breaks as they become habitual. As you go about your daily routine, march in place during commercial breaks, do gentle stretches while talking on the phone, or walk around your home while thinking. What's wonderful is your energy improves almost immediately. Plus, you'll find that daily activities become easier as your strength returns. Anyone who has struggled to get out of a chair or felt their legs give out unexpectedly understands how scary losing mobility can feel. Have you found yourself sitting for long periods without realizing it? Let me know in the comments. And if these strategies are making sense to you, please subscribe so you don't miss more tips that can help you maintain your independence longer. However, what I'm about to share is even more powerful. Elimination number 3, chronic stress and poor sleep from your nights. This next one is especially critical because it affects everything else in your body. Picture this, James, a 74-year-old widower who lived alone after losing his wife 2 years ago. For months, he couldn't fall asleep before 2 or 3 in the morning. He worried constantly about his health, his finances, and his grown children. He felt irritable and forgetful during the day. His blood pressure climbed steadily higher despite medication. What happened next when he finally addressed his sleep problems shocked his cardiologist. What James learned changed everything. Chronic stress and poor sleep were aging his brain and body at twice the normal rate. A groundbreaking study from the University of California, San Francisco revealed that chronic stress and inadequate sleep can shorten your telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes that determine how fast you age at a cellular level. People who sleep less than 6 hours nightly have telomeres that appear 10 to 15 years older biologically. This means your body is aging faster than your actual years. Stress hormones like cortisol flood your system, damaging your heart, weakening your immune defenses, and even shrinking the memory center of your brain. How do you know if stress and poor sleep are harming you? Look out for waking up multiple times during the night and struggling to fall back asleep, feeling tired even after 7 to 8 hours in bed, experiencing racing thoughts that won't quiet down, especially at bedtime, and increased irritability or mood swings over small frustrations. Some people notice difficulty remembering names or appointments that used to come easily, while others experience higher blood pressure readings or frequent headaches. These indicators are serious warnings that your body desperately needs restorative rest. The positive news is you have more control than you think. You can start today by creating a calming bedtime routine 60 minutes before sleep, and step by step, reduce screen time, practice gentle stretching, or try deep breathing exercises. Within your normal schedule, keep your bedroom cool and dark, avoid caffeine after noon, and go to bed at the same time every single night, including weekends. The satisfying result is deeper sleep that leaves you refreshed, and you'll experience improved memory, stable moods, and better overall health. People who have lain awake worrying while the hours tick by can relate to the exhaustion and frustration that sleep problems create. Yet what comes next is the real game changer. Elimination number 4. Social isolation from your weekly schedule. What I'm about to share will surprise most people because loneliness is invisible but deadly. Consider Helen and Patricia, both 76 years old. Helen lived alone and rarely left her apartment except for essential errands. She had no regular social activities and spent most days watching television by herself. Patricia also lived alone but attended a senior center 3 times weekly, volunteered at the library, and had coffee with friends every Thursday morning. 5 years later, Helen struggled with depression, high blood pressure, and early memory problems. Patricia remained vibrant, healthy, and sharp. The different social connection protected Patricia's health in measurable ways. Here's the reality: loneliness and social isolation increase your risk of premature death by 26 to 29%, equal to smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. Researchers have found that chronic loneliness triggers the same stress response in your brain as physical danger. This activates inflammation throughout your entire body, weakens your immune system's ability to fight infections, and accelerates cognitive decline that can lead to dementia. According to findings from the National Academy of Sciences, socially isolated seniors have a 50% higher risk of developing dementia compared to those with strong social networks. Your brain needs social interaction, like your body needs food and water. The signs of harmful isolation include going days without meaningful conversation with another person, feeling like nobody would notice if something happened to you, declining invitations because it feels like too much effort to socialize, and experiencing frequent feelings of emptiness or purposelessness. You might find yourself talking to the television as if it were company, and you may discover that you've lost interest in hobbies or activities you once enjoyed. These symptoms are critical warnings that isolation is damaging your mental and physical health. What's hopeful is reconnecting doesn't require huge changes. Make your first move by calling one friend or family member weekly at a scheduled time, and progressively add one social activity per month, like joining a walking group, attending religious services, or taking a class. In your everyday life, smile and chat with cashiers, neighbors, or other people you encounter regularly. The rewarding aspect is feeling valued and connected again, and you'll realize that your mood lifts, your memory sharpens, and your overall health improves. Those of us who have felt invisible or forgotten recognize the deep pain that loneliness creates in our hearts. Which of these eliminations surprised you the most? Share your thoughts below. And if you found this eye-opening, please subscribe and ring the notification bell. Your engagement helps us reach more seniors who need this information. But the following elimination is the most crucial. Elimination number 5, excessive alcohol consumption from your evening routine. Now, for the final elimination. This one is particularly dangerous because society tells us moderate drinking is healthy. Most people believe a glass of wine each night protects their heart, but what they don't realize is that recent research has completely overturned that myth. Meet Thomas and Linda, both 81 years old today. For decades, Thomas enjoyed 2 to 3 glasses of wine every evening, believing it helped his heart health and helped him relax. Linda occasionally had wine with dinner, but rarely drank more than twice weekly. At age 75, Thomas began experiencing memory problems, high blood pressure, and irregular heartbeats. Linda remained mentally sharp with stable health markers. Both had similar diets and exercise levels. What made the difference became clear when Thomas finally eliminated his nightly drinking habit. Here's what most people don't realize: there is no safe level of alcohol consumption according to the most comprehensive research ever conducted. Evidence from a massive study published in the prestigious medical journal The Lancet proves that alcohol provides zero health benefits when all risks are properly calculated. This research analyzed data from over 700 studies worldwide involving millions of participants. Even moderate drinking increases your risk of several cancers, including breast, colon, and throat cancer. Alcohol is converted in your body into acetaldehyde, a toxic substance that damages your DNA and prevents proper cellular repair. This accelerates aging at the cellular level while harming your liver, brain, and cardiovascular system simultaneously. How can you tell if alcohol is affecting your aging process? Pay attention to disrupted sleep patterns where you fall asleep quickly but wake up multiple times during the night, memory lapses or difficulty concentrating that seem worse than normal, aging unexplained bruising that appears more easily than before, and digestive problems including acid reflux or stomach discomfort. You might notice increased anxiety or mood swings, especially on days you don't drink, and you could also experience higher blood pressure readings or irregular heart rhythms. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They're serious signals that alcohol is damaging multiple body systems. The good news is, your body begins healing remarkably quickly after stopping. Start by replacing your evening drink with sparkling water, with fresh lemon or lime herbal tea, or non-alcoholic alternatives that have improved dramatically in recent years. And gradually explore new evening rituals like reading gentle yoga or calling a friend instead of drinking. Throughout your day, notice how stress builds and address it with healthier methods like short walks, deep breathing, or listening to calming music. The beautiful part is your sleep quality improves within 1 to 2 weeks, and you can feel your mental clarity return as brain fog lifts and memory sharpens. If you've ever woken up feeling groggy despite a full night in bed, you know the frustration of never feeling truly rested or refreshed. This alone could add 10 to 15 years of healthy life to your future. Looking back, what we've discovered today isn't about deprivation or sacrifice. These 5 eliminations, removing ultra-processed foods, excessive sitting, chronic stress, and poor sleep, social isolation, and alcohol consumption, aren't just about adding years to your life. They're about adding life to your years with energy, independence, and joy. The good news is you don't need to be perfect starting tomorrow morning. You're not doomed to decline just because you've done these things for years. The choices you make today, this week, this month, can dramatically change your health trajectory and help you reach 100 years old feeling vibrant and capable. If you've recognized yourself in any of these stories, know that change is possible at any age. Your body has remarkable healing abilities when you give it the chance. Tonight or today, choose just one elimination to focus on this week. Maybe you'll clean out one pantry shelf of processed foods. Perhaps you'll set a timer to stand up every 30 minutes. You might commit to calling one friend weekly or replacing your evening wine with herbal tea. Small steps create lasting transformation. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share which of these 5 eliminations you plan to tackle first and why it matters to you personally. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to having you join us again in the next video.